start a diet, I know it's easy just to see what the fad is and go with everybody that's on whatever the fad, the diet is of the moment. But really, you need to kind of look at it before you decide what you're going to do. You know, the old cliche about what's the best diet, the one that you'll stick with, that's true. It's always going to be true. So, you know, when you start looking at it, what I would suggest is you do a pro and con kind of on, you know, the diets. If you're looking at keto, and you hate meat and, you know, cheese, avocado, anything that has fat in it, probably not going to be a good diet for you. So you really need to figure out what you like, what you would not have a problem eating on a daily basis. And again, you want to make it so it's not, it may be a diet in the beginning, but after that, it's the norm. So look at it before you jump in there and go on that fad diet to see if it's something that's sustainable, because if it's not, you're just going to be, you know, it's just going to be disappointing, and it's almost like a step back rather than forward when you start this diet and you have, you know, no sustainability. You can't stay on it very long because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's human nature. We want to be comfortable, and we want to be satiated in terms of, at least in food and drink. So, you know, if you are miserable all the time, especially when you're talking about people my age, when you're miserable all the time, then, you know, that's no way to live. And you got to make it enjoyable, or else you won't stick with it. So before you start that diet, do a little bit of research, and see what really the foods on each diet that you really will be eating the most of, and see if it's something that you can do. Make a little list, you know, come up with 3 or 4 different diets, and, you know, make a list of the foods that are prevalent in those diets and go through and see which one is best suited for your needs. If you want to, shoot me an email. You know, if you give me sex, age, what you're trying to do, lose weight, gain weight, how much, you know, if I didn't say age as well, because that will play into it. And, you know, depending on what your level of activity is also going to be what's figured into your macros. But if you'll email it to me, I'll send you out you know, just kind of an overall diet as far as daily macros, how the week's structured, and I'll give you a list as far as preferred foods for those macros. And anyway, give me some feedback on that if that's something you guys have an interest in. And if you do actually send in for a diet, how about going ahead and subscribing to my YouTube channel, Middle Age Alpha Male? I'll try to put that out here somewhere too. I haven't even gotten the first video up yet, but we're about to start. When I say we, I got to abscond with some of these teenage kids so that I have somebody that understands how to do this stuff. So anyway, I'll have the YouTube channel somewhere on this post. But if you request a diet, how about just going there and subscribing to that and refer it to a friend? That would be great. Just trying to get some traction on that YouTube channel. What I'm really trying to do is just making health and fitness and diet and supplementation, all this stuff, more readily available to everyone without this huge, you know, cost, this barrier to entry for most people. Because I look around and a lot of these personal trainers and such and these nutritionists, you know, it's just cost prohibitive to most people. And, you know, don't get me wrong, if I work, you know, spend a lot of time on a client trying to, you know, to meet their needs and hit their goals, then of course you've got to charge for that. But if you have, you know, a person or people that really just need help as far as their overall diet and training and just a little bit of direction, I just think that everybody should have the availability of that too. And that's one of the things that that I'd like to do, and try to get this out there and available. So anyway, like I said, I'll have it in the link. Go hit subscribe, send it to your friends, and send me that request for the diet. Thanks.